Sara Urtado, Kirill Halявin組 Spain.
On the ice, representing Spain, Sara Urtado and Kirill Halявin.
We kick off our coverage with Sara Urtado and Kirill Халявин from Moscow. That's where they train, but they are the two-time Spanish national champions, recently coming in 7th at Europeans.
Their first element in this rhythm dance, they get right into it. It's the pattern dance element. It's based off of the Tango Romantica compulsory dance. It is one of the most challenging compulsory dances. I competed it in 2010 at the Vancouver Olympic Games. I can tell you it is so tiring, so I'm not surprised. And I think we'll see a few teams putting it right at the start of the program when you're still fresh in those legs.
A time not too long ago that ice dancers had 3 portions of the competition, not just 2. So in terms of tiring, at least you're down to 2 now.
Traditional tango choreography here. It's one of the most difficult dance styles to translate onto the ice. There's so much complexity with those legs intertwining, with all of the detail that goes into a great tango. It's tough to keep the flow going while all of that is happening. You know, this is a team who is capable of a lot technically, and I think we'll see even more from them in the free dance portion of this competition, where they can really show off their acrobatics. Not an opportunity to do that in the rhythm dance. There's only 1 lift allowed in this portion of the competition, so I think where they shine the most is in that component, and we will get that more in the free dance. But a decent start. They certainly got the levels they were looking for on almost all of those elements. However, I felt disconnected from the performance emotionally, especially towards the end. I complimented the complexity of that choreography, but then it really thinned out towards the end, and they looked a little bit tired. Again, understandable. There's a lot going on, but part of a great ice dance team and the quality there is that you don't show that wear, you don't show that effort, and I just saw it a little too much today.
Team that made some noise this year, though, on the Grand Prix after placing 12th at the Olympics in Pyeongchang, but we saw them on the Grand Prix circuit in Finland, placed 4th there, and then a 2nd place finish at Grand Prix Russia before they earned their 2nd national title.
And right off the bat, I think this program set a really nice tone. I enjoyed the beginning of the program more than I did the end. The command, it had a little bit of mystique to it. I think the first section with this pattern dance started out very calm, very controlled, and it's so important to place every step exactly right in this pattern dance because that's where you get the technical level. A clean inside edge to a clean outside edge and no wavering on any of those steps. In the step sequence, that was the only place where I saw a little bit of that shakiness here and there, and it only takes one little blip, just one moment where you think, oh, did she just catch her balance? And you know that level's going to drop right then from an ideal level 4 to a 3, maybe a 2. But this season, the twizzle element being evaluated separately, for example. So if one partner struggles a little bit, loses a bit of balance, you can still gain the points from the success of the other partner's twizzle. So some changes there to try and even out the scoring, but a really technically solid effort today from these two.
Alexander Julin, a big name in the sport as well, one of their coaches as they wait for the numbers. You know, one consistent thing that skaters have talked about in this World Championship, skating in Japan, and all the intense emotion there, and as much as they are into it. Right now in Japan, skating is just huge. 72.45, the number, and the standard set. Hurtado and KHALIAVIN, the 2 times.